Hey, this is CP Falcon, back with some more rifts. We're going to continue on, this time with the Greater Rift rank 10, with a Witch Doctor.
Done. Embrace your power, and you will survive.
I'm using somewhat of a zoo build right now. I've got my zombie dogs and gargantuan, and I have both of the passives that allow me to get a total of 5 zombie dogs. I also am using a passive that lets me get some fetish sycophants. Right now I only have one, but it adds up pretty quickly over time usually, especially if I can keep in a fight and don't lose them all running around. And I'm using my zombie piranhas just to get a little bit of extra damage. I also have a helmet called the Grin Reaper that makes little mimics of me, and they use some of my spells. They don't do very much damage, but they do send out more pulls of my zombie piranhas, which is always really awesome, because then I can cover usually half the battlefield with my zombie pulls and won't have to worry too much about what group of enemies I'm gonna use my zombie piranhas on. Of course I have Spirit Walk as a shit button. Don't use it too often except to speed up and get places faster. And my last ability is the Fetish Army. I use that to take down packs of elites real quick, like we got one right here. So throw down some zombie piranhas, call up my Fetish Sycophants, and go to town on these guys, and they disappear pretty quickly.
I have been healed.
Oh, and I got another group. That's cool. Yeah, right now, Greater Rift level 10 isn't too difficult for me. I'm a decent amount ahead of the timer. The biggest problem I've had with Greater Rifts is Waller types, because I just simply can't really do a whole lot of damage when they always put walls in front of my attacks, especially if I get stuck inside a cluster of walls and I can't get out to a position where I could deal damage, and then I just sit there for a really long time thinking if I run into those I should probably just run past them if I can and just ignore them and go find some more monsters to defeat, because it's just so much of a waste of time. And you really are scrambling for time often. So just avoid that at all costs, pretty much. Otherwise, probably in my Greater Rift runs, I could maybe deal with one, because last time I ran into that problem, it happened twice. I got 2 groups that were throwing down tons of walls, and I'd get stuck inside of them and couldn't get around, couldn't damage. And I was decently close to finishing in time, if not for the second pack. So I'm thinking maybe at kind of a lower rift difficulty, I could still take on one pack if I had to, but if I saw another one, I'd definitely ignore that one. And then once I got up later into the higher Greater Rifts, then definitely just avoid all of them. Don't even worry about it. It's just not worth it. Another elite pack, so call out my Fetish Sycophants again. And that was pretty fast. I have tons of pets, especially when I use my Fetish Army.
Need more time.
I don't have a whole lot of damage on this guy, but with all my little zoo here, I do tend to mount through guys pretty fast at my level. Oh, just stepped right into that on accident. Also, these molten guys can be a little bit of a hassle. You're strapped for time because they drop little exploding balls and you have to wait for them to disappear or run through them really fast if you want to grab the little purple globes, whatever they're called. Also, one thing I noticed is it's super important to pay attention to the map, because if you end up going like around to a place where you've already been on accident, then you're going to be wasting quite a bit of time running back, because you don't make any progress while you're just running. You have to be actually fighting things. But yeah, see, level 10, not a big deal for me right now. I'm quite a bit ahead of the timer. Almost twice as far as the timer is. So unless I run into some crazy wallers, I shouldn't have a problem. And even then, I could probably take them out in a pretty decent amount of time at this level. Also, it's not as important, but gotta also keep an eye on my zombie dogs, because every now and then one or two of them will die. And it's not too big of a deal, but I just want to keep up peak efficiency. Oh, see, here's some wallers, but they're not blocking me off. It's not a problem right now. Though they are these stupid ghosty dudes that go on walls, and those can be a waste of time too sometimes. Just because they're untargetable for so frequently. And sometimes you just have to wait for them to reappear. As long as you're in like kind of a bigger area like this, if I was in like a really tight hallway, it probably wouldn't be worth it. Oh, a conduit. I thought these didn't appear in Greater Rifts. Wow. Oh, and of course there's nothing.
Needs more time.
Oh, wrong way. I wish there was more breakable stuff in this, because my bracers give me a huge speed boost whenever I break something. And especially if I have a conduit pylon, I just run really fast, because the conduit pylon automatically breaks all that destructible stuff for me. Yeah, pylon's already gone. That was really fast. They're like half as long as normal rift pylon duration. I guess it kind of makes sense though, because it's not about how many pylons you can find, it's about how well geared your character is. Which mine currently isn't too well geared, but we're getting there, slowly. Probably my fetish army, I might not have him back in time for the Roofed Guardian, which I usually like to save him for that if I'm getting close, but oh well. I'm far enough ahead in time, it's not a big deal. I hate these guys because they always run away. Tomb Guardians. Uh-oh, another waller. Just please don't be blocking me off. Well, there's... no, not good. Okay. Not too bad so far. I'm able to get around most of these. It is kind of these tighter places like this, where the walls start to kind of stack up and make it way difficult to get a shot on the enemy. Basically invulnerable to most of my attacks. Can be pretty annoying. Also, areas like this are kind of annoying where there's just a long portion of no dudes to fight. As you're running around, you're just wasting time. You'll be fighting bad guys as much as possible.
The Rift
Oh, the Rift Guardian. That was fast. And that elite pack just exploded. Blighter. I hate these guys. Their stupid little tentacle poison.
You have triumphed.
Awesome. I got 3 legendaries. Legendary gem, legendary amulet, legendary sword. That's pretty cool. I like the look of this one. I think I got one before. I don't remember what it's called. I will save these for a later video where I can identify them all at once and take a look at them all in a little bit more detail.
Hey, mister, I may look small, but I'll hurt you if you try to steal from me.
I don't know if you could hurt me, little lady. Anyway, thanks for watching my... Oh, actually, haha, I need to go talk to Urshi. Greater of 12. Okay,
I need to go.
now, see you guys later for our next Greater Rift.